Hello. So today we'll just talk about how various layers of an agent would come in together to be able to perform a task. So essentially, there are four different layers. When a user query is passed, it goes through something called a perception layer. So essentially, here is where the magic happens. LLM thinks through clearly and it tries to break down the given task into various steps, into atomic tasks, if I may say, and then that is combined with the memory layer. So I'll briefly show you what this layer would contain. Although it is currently only basic, it holds some of the likes, dislikes, a bit of my personality, and so on. These two together are going to go to decision layer, and this is where precisely it will be hitting the LLM, and it will also have um, the brain to take a call on which tools could be leveraged, and based on the tool calling that it has to do, it will be hitting the action layer where the actual tool calling and calculations, so in this case, would happen. And finally, all this is orchestrated by a main orchestrator. Um, I'll show you each of the files. However, this is the overview of the process that we're going to follow. It's written in a little more detail here. There is a step-by-step instruction if you're interested. Yeah, overall, as I said, there are four layers plus the fifth layer, which is the main orchestrator. So let me show you how the code works briefly. When I start the orchestrator, it starts off by asking my preferences. So here I'll just type in my name. I would like a step-by-step explanation. I prefer that. I will go for a manual integration method because I want to see what it can do. As I want the reasoning steps, I'll pick an intermediate level. What it can also do in this case is send out, um, if required, along with the explanation, it can also send out a mail to a specific uh, person. And here I'm going to pick the font. Okay, so I'll just go with orange as my font name. I'll want to keep this as professional. Let's pick a professional looking um, signature as well. So it's going to be math agent. All right. Yeah, and this is where it'll prompt me and wait for my instructions. So I'm asking it to solve this for me and send the answer to so and so email ID. And also I've given a few additional details such as the subject must be this and body should detail out the steps, and signature must be your smartly math agent and serif. So if I don't give this prompt, it'll go to the default actions and it'll use the default settings. I'll also show you that version so that it's extremely clear. So while this is running, as we have seen in the last session as well, there is a way you can evaluate your prompt. So in this case, I can do it using Gemini, and this is the prompt I used, your prompt evaluation. So it checks across various checks and it provides me a comprehensive JSON, and this is my prompt. So this is for the decision.py. It's super exhaustive, and this is how the output looks like from Gemini. So as you can see, all of these are active, or all of the checks have been passed. Similarly, I want to also, okay, the execution is complete. So before I jump into that, yeah, the same thing has been done for the perception prompt as well. Pass the same prompt and asked it to produce this JSON, and it was able to give me the same thing. All right. So this is how the prompt evaluation could be done. This is just to ensure that your prompt is extremely robust and it can do the job of what you've asked for. Yeah, so just diving back into what has happened. Yeah, okay, all right. The agent completed this in 9 iterations and we've obtained the output as well. Super cool. Let me also show you, or actually, let's go ahead and check if you have received mail. Awesome. So this is what the mail shows. It has the signature, thanks math agent. So this is what we've defined initially. And it has also put in the answer towards the end. It has detailed out the steps and it has followed the instruction with the specific subject. Now let's try out the same thing, but without giving any sort of instructions on the mail in itself. Yeah, so this time I'm only going to use the inbuilt, sorry, not inbuilt, the all pre-existing. So this time I'm only using the pre-existing memory. So I'm not passing um, any of these steps again because it's already there and it's not even it's not even going to prompt for that. And this time I've also refrained from sending any sort of instructions on email subject or body. It enters into the loop and let's see what happens. So there's a decision action loop. The decision layer is going to pick the next action, and action layer is going to execute the required tool. Yeah, so it's on latex formatting. All right. Cool. And the verification is also complete. Perfect. Now it's drafting an email, and this is the final answer. This one is quite an easy problem to solve. Okay, perfect. So it says that the email is sent to YT Scientist. So let's see if we've received the answer. Hmm. Okay, so this is what we have received. We see that it was able to break it down. It was able to present a step-by-step solution and was able to understand the final answer is going to be in this way. So let me also show you how this is seen in latest formatting. Yeah, so this is the output 3.5x squared minus 4x plus c. That's how it's generated along with also sending the mail. And what's improved this time is you can see that the logging is extremely clear as compared to previous time. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.